What up? What up? Thank you guys for joining in today. I am BK back with another banger. Today, I'm not quite sure what the video is going to be titled. It'll be titled what it's titled by the time you're seeing it. But I wanted to help someone who was asking me to give them a comparison video based around the video that I did a while ago surrounding the playlist. When you use the playlist like as if it's FL Studio and you format your song or your beat. They wanted a comparison video saying that the MPC, the Trackview, when you're exporting it, it's easier than it would be for Song Mode. I beg to differ because to each his own, but for Song Mode, no matter how many sequences I have, it's easier for me to format the song that way, opposed to having to bounce down each track to audio, then organize it into a Song Mode. So I'm gonna do a quick little cook up to showcase that, and we'll go from there. So I got some drums. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something just to keep us going. Alright, so I got these drums, nothing crazy, just something to keep the groove going. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explode the track. I'm gonna explode it. Then I'm going to clear this because I don't need it. Alright, so now I got this sample, and I'm gonna layer it on top of these drums. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in mixed in key. So I want to do this real quick. Mixed in key. Alright, so it's telling me G minor. Alright, boom, I got the sample. So now I'm gonna go to MPC one shots and Keygroups. If you don't got MPC one shots and Keygroups, the link is in the description. So you can go ahead and grab it up. Alright, so I brought in piano Blu Lace from MPC one shots and Keygroups. And what I'm doing, I'm playing in pad perform mode. I have Bangin Mixolydian 4 loaded up. That's in Bangin Progressions Volume 1. Also on bkbangatv.com. If you ain't get it, go ahead and grab it. And basically, I'm not sure of the scale from that sample. What I'm positive though is the key that it's in. So I'm just playing along with the sample to layer it with an additional sound. I'm going to record that. The same piano Blu Lace on a separate track, and I'm gonna play the I'm gonna layer it with the ARP. Do it right, champ. The Wonda Girl guitar. I'm gonna layer it on top of what's going on. So I brought in the Book of Kobe. It's a bell that's in MPC one-shots and Keygroups. And I'm gonna play the ARP in a higher octave just to stack it. Now I'm gonna load in an 808 from Bangin 808s. I'm just not sure which one to load in. So I got the Daytona loaded in. I might not keep this one, but I'm gonna mess with it. Go back into pad perform mode. Go into notes. Go to chromatic. Come down a few octaves. Sometimes when you're in pad perform mode and you got notes mode open and you're in chromatic, sometimes depending on the scale, like right now I'm in Mixolydian, it don't sound right. Right? So but if you go into notes instead of chromatic, you just got to find your rhythm. And once you find your rhythm, you're good. And what you can do is, if you're using the progressions, you could go into progressions. And I'm sorry, I don't have an additional camera to actually show you guys this. But if you pay attention to the pads, I'll enlarge it so you can actually see. On the pads itself, it's showing you the actual keys from the progression, right? So what you can do is, if the first pad is A flat minor, you'd be like, all right, so let me go back to notes. And the first pad is A. And pay attention to the ones that you actually play, the ones that you play out in your pattern. And then when you go to notes, you can easily just play along. All right. So at this point, it's like I pretty much got everything that I need. I can add more, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to keep it short and simple. I'm just going to mix this 808 a little bit to taste. I'm also going to go back into the drums and mix this a little bit to taste as well. Alright, so the challenge becomes now, do you go to song mode opposed to do you use the playlist way to sequence your song? I'm gonna show you the song mode way first, although I show it all the time. I'm gonna show you the song mode, then I'm gonna show you the length of time that it's gonna take with actually bouncing out each track. All right, so let's go to song mode. I only have one sequence. Well, I have two sequences. But I'm only gonna use one for this. And I'm gonna extend, I'm gonna just do like, I'm gonna do 5 for the purposes of this. I wanna keep it as short as I can. I'm gonna do 5 repeats. I'm gonna convert it to a new sequence, which is sequence 3. It opens up the first blank sequence. Hit do it. Then go back to main. Go to track. Go to that sequence. Go to track mute. And I have 13 tracks open. I'm gonna mute out the ones that I don't want, which will mainly be the drums. So I'm gonna start like this. Sloppy work nonetheless. I'm just trying to drive the point home. This is sloppy. This is not how I would normally do this, but for the sake of the video and demonstration purposes, I'm keeping it short. Of course, this will be a longer, you know, you'd have the intro you'd have the hook, you'd have the verses. And keep in mind, when I'm doing this with song mode and track mutes, I'm originally a rapper, right? Before producing and all that. So in my mind, I'm hearing where the chorus will go, the hook, and in my mind, I'm hearing where the verse will go, right? And the intro and all that. And I'm dropping out particular sounds, particular elements to give the artist the vibe, right? You drop out certain sounds, and that becomes the verse. You bring back in everything, that becomes the chorus, right? So in my mind, this is the easiest way for me, right? So you got this. How many bars is this? It's 40 bars. You have this. This would pretty much be it. You can then go back in, do your mixing, add your limiter, boost it up and all that. I'm not gonna do that in this particular video, but then you would just I know the hotkeys is Shift Command E, and you export it. I export it or bounce it as a mixdown. I could do it as a 2-track, or I could separate the explode the tracks, right? If I explode the tracks, I get to stem the track outs. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just showing you what your options are. You can stem it out, right? You can then also, per se, you want to go and you want to organize it more. You can go to main, in sequence, right? Let me just show you. You can bounce to sample the sequence, but that's gonna be a 2-track, right? So I'm gonna bounce it to sample just to show you. I'm gonna go to track view or playlist view. Where's that? Track view. If you notice, all the tracks are muted out, right? What that gave me was in theory, it was supposed to give me an audio track. Yeah. All right. So I bounced this sample. I didn't bounce to new audio track. So it gave me a bounce of the entire joint. That's not what I want, right? So I'm gonna undo that. What I wanted to show you was bounce new audio track. It bounces it to a new audio track and it mutes out all the elements. I mean, that's cool, but you can't separate anything. So I'm gonna undo that as well. I'm gonna go back to sequence 2, which is everything. And I'm gonna show you the time that it takes for you to bounce everything down to its track. I'm gonna edit it, but I'm gonna show you, right? Go to track 1. Where's my phone? I don't even have a phone. I don't have a timer right now. But I'm gonna bounce to new audio track. That's track 1, right? It mutes track 1. I gotta then go to track 2. Bounce to new audio track. Go back to MIDI. Go to track 3 or 4. Bounce to new audio track. And I really want to do this in real time. but it's gonna take so long. Go back to MIDI, go to the next track, bounce to new audio track, and depending on how many bars you have, like this is 40 bars, so it's not taking as long, but this is 40 bars times however many. Right now I'm on track 5 and I have up to track 13 to go. So I'm gonna pause this, bounce everything down, and then bring y'all back in.
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later.
All right, so now I'm on the last track, which is the 808. I'm gonna bounce it to the new audio track. So now I have all the tracks bounced. I'm gonna go to Trackview. I'm gonna close out the MIDI. So all I see is the audio. I'm gonna lower this screen right here because I don't need it right now. I'm gonna close this out. And this is 40 bars in total, right? I wanna extend it. So I command, well, it doesn't give me the command A option here. I hit the cursor, select all, and then what is it? Command D to duplicate. It just duplicated it, but because I only have 40 bars. Oh no, this is 8 bars. Sorry. If I go up to 16 bars, I now have everything there. I can then just go here, double the length. I could double the length to however many I want. For this particular instance, I'm just gonna, you know, keep it short and brief. I'm gonna use the mute tool opposed to using the eraser tool. You could use the eraser tool if you want. I'm gonna use the mute tool and I'm gonna mute out what I don't want, right? And this way, it just takes a little bit more time because you actually have to bounce out each individual element, right? Right. So once you have this and you have it set up however you want it, however it is that you want it to be set up, you could then press Shift Command E or Shift Control E if you're on PC, or you can go to edit. Where's that? Oh, file, export as audio mixdown, and then you could choose the way that you want to explode it or export it. If you're gonna send out track outs to your artist or to an engineer to mix, you'll explode tracks. Or if you just want the 2-track, you could export it that way. You choose your file format, you know, WAV, MP3, that's what we all use, and your bit ratio and your sample rate. And that's pretty much it, man. To the gentleman who was asking about that, I hope this clarified it for you. For me, I'm I'm with song mode track mutes all day in the MPC. This way right here, I showed it to you guys as an option for all of you that are coming from like FL Studios and you're using the MPC software. This is a familiar territory for you. For me, this way takes too long. Like if I was in Studio One with this, the way that you bounce the audio to audio track is way less time, way less effort. I could Command A, select all, and bounce all the tracks one time, opposed to having to go through different tracks to bounce them. Like, it takes too long. But whatever floats your boat. If this is your feng shui, then hey, you feel me? Any comments or concerns, post it up in the comment section and I'll get back to you at my most earliest convenience. I am BK. This was another banger. Thank you guys for joining in today. Please do stop by bkbangatv.com. Pick up your copy of MPC One Shots and Keygroups. I utilized it in this beat today. Also, Bangin 808s Volume 1. Some people was asking me about 808s, and I brought it to you. Also, pick up your copy of Bangin Progressions Volume 1. I used that to play along with the sample today. Bangin Progressions Borrowed Chords is still $3.99 on the site. I see a lot of you guys are still downloading it, and I thank you. But yo, man, show some support on on, you know what I mean, picking up these expansion packs, because, you know, your boy is in the market for business. You feel me? But that's pretty much it, man. Love and light till next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.